All right, thank you for coming, Ryan, aka DJ Afterthought, man. How you doing, fam?
Good, man. Good. Chilling. Just getting through my quarantine like everyone else.
Yeah, man. I see you got the nice little office background, man. You kind of plush over there, man. Maybe you want to go over there.
Hey, that's all my girl. I can take zero credit for that.
Okay, okay, I got you, I got you. Yeah, so Ryan, so if anybody doesn't know who you are, man, can you tell the world like a little bit about you? Who are you?
Yeah, definitely, man. So my name is Ryan Haynes. I go by DJ Afterthought. I'm out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Grew up in Jersey, Jersey boy all the way through, but I've
Mm-hmm.
been here for about 10 years. I started out as a DJ off the bat. I actually started as an artist way back when, just like rapping and singing and doing random stuff, playing random instruments. Um, but I really came up as a DJ. Um, worked with a ton of different acts on all different sides: EDM, hip hop, pop, whatever. Yeah, so I do a little bit of everything. I've managed artists. I've done tour management. I've done tour routing. I've booked tours. I've done just about every job in this industry possible.
Yeah, man. So you are well knowledgeable and you are well connected for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I could always be more well connected like anybody else, but I try to work as hard as I can and just be genuine as possible and just just try to make good relationships that'll last. So
Yeah, exactly. Especially in this type of industry, man, it's very important to keep those relationships and maintain those relationships and not burning any bridges. You know what I mean?
100%. It's
Yeah,
all
that's for
about
sure.
relationships. People always ask me like, "Hey, man, what's your biggest piece of advice?" And I'm like, "Build good relationships because that's the only thing that's gonna help you." You could have 2 million in the bank, and if you don't have anywhere to put that 2 million, you're not gonna go anywhere. You're just gonna get $2 million worth of Facebook ads and call it a day.
You're right about that, man. You're right about that. So, Ryan, tell us a little bit about like how did you get started in the industry growing up? Can you share a little bit about that?
So I just started. Like I said, I went to audio engineering school in Arizona at Conservatory of Recording Arts, and that's kind of how I started. Like, I guess professionally in the industry, like not just doing some side little stuff with my boys or whatever. But I started there, and then I did some internship stuff. Um, and while I was there, got a lot of experience. And then I worked. I went out to Cali and did internship for Interscope in Ocean Way, and
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of how I started my like professional career, I guess, in the music industry.
I got you, got you.
But it really started when I started DJing. Like I started DJing in West Virginia, at West Virginia University, and that's kind of how I started to build my name. And then coming to Pittsburgh and throwing shows and working with a lot of artists, and then eventually working with ID Labs and Wiz and Mac and all those guys, and then following into working with Riff. When I started working with Riff, I didn't only just DJ for him; I managed him for a while too,
I got you.
and I booked all his tours and like did a bunch of stuff. So I met so many people across so many different platforms doing that, along with all the other stuff I was doing by myself.
Yeah, right.
That's really when it started to take off.
Yeah, man. So now you're here right now, and now you're doing big things, man. I see how it is.
Trying to.
Awesome, awesome, man. So tell me, man, like what made you so passionate about being a DJ, man? Like, what actually inspired you to actually be a DJ?
I just like honestly when I always loved to make music, but there was a point where I was just like, you're not good enough. You know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah,
just not like not that I like put myself down crazy and thought I was trash, but like I wasn't at the time. I didn't know this, but I know it now. I just wasn't like mature enough. I wasn't.
see.
I was just trying to make music that was popular, that was just not really all the way me. Maybe it was a piece of me, but it just wasn't. It was always just some other shit. So um, I just wanted to be realistic with myself, and I love music, so I wanted to find something that I was good at that I could progress in and do better at and feel good about. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
DJing was just kind of I didn't really know how to produce that well, and DJing was just it was just fascinating to me, and I just wanted I just I'm really like really intense, right? So like I just wanted to go and have fun and then have other people have fun. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
why not, man? Why not?
It was just super natural for me to get on a mic and talk some shit and, you know, records.
Awesome, awesome, man. That's freaking awesome, man. A lot of young cats who are probably younger than you, man. They probably, had went to a club or they probably went to a nightclub or whatever, and they saw the music. They were like, you know what? I want to be a DJ too, man. So, what
Yeah.
type of advice could you say to them to help them along that way?
Just it's the same across the board, man. Just network, because like you could practice all day long and do whatever, but if you're not networking, you're not getting out there in like real life situations and seeing how things happen in real life at shows, at clubs, whatever kind of set it is. You're never really gonna get that experience, and nobody's just gonna book you and throw you on, no matter kind of what you're doing or how good you are. There's still hierarchy and still kind of a little bit of a path to lead up there. So I would just say, just make sure you network and make sure you're not like just thinking that, don't have the ego and don't overshoot. Just trust the process.
Trust the process, man. I heard that, man. A lot of us, we need to trust the process in everything that we do,
It's just like anything else. It's not,
Awesome,
you got to be a good basketball player. You got to practice, and then you got to go find a team, right? So like, it's the same thing.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man, for that word of knowledge, man. I appreciate it. Now, fam, so let me ask you, man, what current projects are you currently doing, like, right now within the next year? Can you share anything about that?
So I'm doing the Ryan Haynes project. Like I said, that's like an indie alternative type vibe, a little bit of hip hop, a little bit of EDM in it. It's a really, really cool thing. 2 of those songs are out right now, just under Ryan Haynes everywhere. The videos are out, the music's out. I have a song called Outside and a song called Fingertips that are out now. So I'm doing all that stuff kind of on the side. And then I have three big EDM tracks coming out. The one with TRex and Project Pat. Then I have one with Hydraulics and Wi-Fi's Funeral. Then I have one with Wiz Khalifa and Blunts and Blondes. That. And then I have some hip hop placements that I will talk about once they get a little bit closer.
Hey, man, make sure you give me the sneak peek first, man, before you share to anybody, man.
Gotcha.
Awesome, man. So Ryan, let me ask you this, man. This is like your opportunity to share anything that you want to the world. What can you say to your fans that can motivate them that you want to share?
I would just say that, like, don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't do stuff. Spent a lot of time like worrying about what other people thought and worrying about things that I shouldn't have worried about, and that held me back so much. Took years off of my career. So just make sure that like you have fun and that you are motivating yourself to do better and not just sitting around kind of like thinking about what it could have been or what you should be doing or whatever. Just figure out your workflow and figure out what's working for you and throw the other stuff out. But definitely just make sure that you are following your heart and make sure that you're doing stuff that you want to do and not basing it off of, you have to make business decisions and you kind of have to like adapt and be aware of your surroundings and kind of know how to finesse situations sometimes and how to play them and be, and stay normal with it. But at the same time, I think a lot of people put too much stock in trying to be like others or like making sure that they're, you know what I mean? And it's not, in the long run, looking back, I did that for so long, and it's just like nobody likes that. Like nobody likes that, and especially the people that are higher, that are further in this, way further than I was. That's like their advice to me. You know what I mean? So like I little by little, just work hard and like you said earlier, just trust the process and make sure that you're taking it seriously, whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? I meet a lot of people that are like, oh man, it's just not working and blah blah blah. Bro, it took me like 8 years to do anything. You know what I mean? Like, so it takes time. Just trust the process and work hard, and things will come.
Yeah, man, I definitely heard that, man. You're definitely right, man. Don't pretty much just be real, man. Be real and don't go overexcited. Don't try to do too much. Learn a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know how to live life. Like, it's the same thing. It's not anything different. Just do what you got to do. Be a real person and try to make the best of it.
Awesome, man. So fam, let me ask you, man. If anybody wants to find you, where can they find you on your social media?
Oh man, everywhere, everything is just DJ Afterthought. That's it. Twitter,
Super.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, every platform, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, anything that you can think of. It's just all at DJ Afterthought. I was lucky enough to scoop those up before anybody else when I did.
You're lucky too. You know how hard it is to find stuff, find usernames.
So, and then the Ryan Haynes stuff is just all at Ryan Haynes Music. It's at ryanhaynesmusic.com. And then the djafterthought.com. So yeah, just either at Ryan Haynes Music or at DJ Afterthought across everything.
Awesome, fam. Awesome. That's awesome. So we're about to wrap things up, fam. I really appreciate your time, man. Keep me posted on anything that you do, man, because I want to know first. I already listened to some of your music already. I was like, this is kind of hot. You know what I mean? So later on, man, I'm going to invite you to be a celebrity on my platform, mycelebwatch.com. Look out for that. And then we can just make the momentum, just push, move forward. You know what I mean? Just move forward. That's it.
Anytime, man. I would love to, bro. Definitely.
Awesome, man. Thank you for coming out, fam. I appreciate you. You enjoyed that, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. Thank you for having me.
I thank you.